Hey everybody, it's Ben Blackman with One Focus Marketing, and I just wanted to make a quick video to go along in conjunction with the article I just had written about how to start a mastermind group. And I kind of just wanted to go over how this all came about real quick. I had read a post in the group for Freedom Hackers Mastermind, and somebody had posted saying that they were going to start a mastermind group for women only. And I responded to that and said, hey, I may not meet that criteria, but if you need some assistance starting a mastermind group or anything like that, let me know. I'll be glad to share with you, how I started it and how we keep it going and that kind of thing. So what I was not expecting was a lot of people sent me private messages saying they wanted more information. And also a couple of people posted in the group, and I spoke to somebody on the phone, and what came out of that was, hey, maybe I should go ahead and put up an article about, how to do it. And I'm just going to kind of give you the very basics and basically what I told people in the private messages and so forth. But the background on this is that I had read Think and Grow Rich a long time ago, and that's when I first discovered masterminds, or maybe heard the concept. And even though masterminds have been around for centuries, I'd never really knew what that was or what it meant. And I realized that I needed, other people who were on the same path as I am in growing their business. Now, the mastermind groups that I got involved with then were either one of two things. One was they were okay, they weren't great, but they were just okay, or they were just bad, and I wasn't getting good information. I really was not sure what we were doing or what we were trying to accomplish or how it was helping me. So I stopped having a mastermind group in that capacity. Then I decided, I really do need a mastermind group. I need to really search out for the kind of group that I want and that'll enrich my life and make my life better. And so I was searching around Facebook and different groups, and saw where various people have posted saying they were going to start a mastermind or something like that, and I responded to all of them that I could find. And a unique thing happened was, either they didn't respond at all or all of them said they were full. And so I found it interesting that's how it came out, and I thought to myself, well, this is just an indication that I need to start my own. And that's what I did. So what ended up happening was I posted in 3 groups, and pretty large groups at that, and I got a lot of responses initially, and then I would respond back to them, but then I wouldn't get a response back. So people would raise their hand and say, yes, I want to do this, but that little bit of follow through with responding back didn't happen. So I realized what this was going to turn out to be. It was going to turn out to be an 80-20 rule to like the 3rd or 4th degree, and that's exactly what happened. Meaning, once it got whittled down, we only ended up with 4 people, and then it actually got down to just me and somebody else, and then now we've got 4 regular people. So that's what ended up happening. That's what I posted for the group. Now, I also at the same time I researched how to conduct a mastermind meeting, and came up with an agenda and some guidelines, which I've actually posted here on this page that you can download and look at, and that's my original agenda and guidelines that I came up with. I'm not saying you have to use those, but I got those from Jamie Tardy from Eventual Millionaire, and so I just want to make sure she gets credit for that. Now, I did change them up a little bit to accommodate what we were trying to do, but you take a look at those and I think it'll make sense to you. And one thing that was kind of very important to me is that everybody gives good feedback and constructive feedback. It wasn't going to be a thing where we were having a lot of negativity, but constructive feedback on how to grow each other's business and help each other solve problems about their business, coming from maybe a different perspective, and that's what the mastermind really is. So the other thing I came up with later, though, was a questionnaire to kind of qualify people to start for the mastermind. And you can take a look at it and make your own, or I use Google Forms to do that, and accommodate for whatever you're trying to do. And now a couple of quick tips are, one, your mastermind group really should be no more than 6 people. If it's going to be an hour-long call, which that's what ours is, you're just not going to be able to get through everybody if you have any more people than that, and 6 is pushing it. So bear that in mind. If you decide to post in a Facebook group like I did, be prepared to turn people away. At the same time, you need to be prepared to have people stand up and say they want to do it, but not follow through. Don't take any offense to that. People do that all the time. They say they want to do it, but they don't. And that, we all have things that go on in our lives, me too. So I understand. If you do post it in the Facebook group or anywhere else, I would suggest you go ahead and declare the time, the day of the week, how often you're going to have it. Like ours is weekly on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Even though we have people from out of the country on the call, it's, I said it is 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And the reason I did that is because I can't accommodate everybody. You just cannot do that. And trying to accommodate everybody makes it really tough to get it done at all. It makes it frustrating, and there's this constant back and forth of trying to figure out and fit everybody in. Don't do it that way. That's just a lot of headache for you. And just go ahead and set the date and time. If people can't come that time, it's okay. They can find another group, or they can start their own. And I encourage people to do that. Start their own group. And then also go ahead and determine what the communication method's going to be. Are you going to use Skype? Are you going to use Google Hangouts? Whatever. But go ahead and set that, and let the people on, who are going to be part of the group figure out how it works. You don't need to explain it to them. They need to put forth that effort, or they're probably not that interested. So those are my quick tips and everything to try to do this. Of course, I have the blog post. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll see where you can actually contact me and schedule an appointment. It's free if you like, and it's 30 minutes is the max for the appointment, depending on how you want to do it, whether it's Skype or phone call or whatever you want. But I'd be glad to talk to you about it. Go ahead and feel free to schedule that. And also, if you can't find it on that side, because it's been a little bit of a challenge lately, you could go to my homepage, and it's right there in the middle of the page to schedule it there as well. Anyway, I really appreciate you taking a look at this, and I hope it was beneficial. Please give me some feedback on it. I'd love for you to go to my Ask Ben page and just provide me some feedback, or email me directly, ben@onefocusmarketing.com, and I appreciate your input. Thanks so much.